Okay, so I just tied some things together. At my other job, I was thinking of the song Pieces of You. This was a while ago by Jewel. What happens when you... I don't know if you hear that. That was the alarm for lunch here at work. But anyway, I didn't know if you would listen to that one. Jewel, Pieces of You. And then people are talking about doing the shadow work and how there's actually gold within the shadow. And I'm sorry about the crinkling. I have cardboard or paper towel in my hand. But Pieces of You by Jewel. And then they talk about the shadow. I had thought about the song by the Seven Dwarfs. Hi ho, it's off to work we go. Where do we find jewels in Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Where do the dwarfs find all the jewels? In the cave. Where they hermited. In the mine. But not the mind, the mine. They had to mine for gold and for gems and jewels and crystals in the cave. In the deep, dark, shadowy place. In the shadow. That's where you find all of your jewels. You realize that I don't have to be afraid because I'm not ashamed of that little kid anymore, that little inner me. I'm not ashamed of who I was as a child, and I shouldn't have been shamed as a child for anything that I did because I was learning. You just experience things as a result of what happens as a child if you're not shamed. And just like if you're not shamed in real life, there's karma. And in that karma comes, in the dark, what we think is dark, and in the dark night of the soul, we find our most precious gems, our Savior. We find our Savior, our saving grace, our gold and golden DNA. But anyways, I'm gonna let you go. I look exhausted right now. I'm in the women's room here and I'm just standing looking in the mirror, and it's but your shadow is in the mirror and it's behind you because the sun is in front of you and you being the obstruction and the shadow, and the obstruction is yourself. The only obstruction you have is yourself. You're the only one stopping you from finding the gold because you refuse to look, and maybe you're having a hard time being honest. Maybe you're having a hard time detaching from emotions and feelings. Did you hear that? Oh, that must have been that 5 minutes till lunch. Here's lunch. Starts now. It's like a bell in school. I mean, we've talked about this too, haven't we? I think me and my mom did, about how they made the bells in school the same as the fire alarms, the same as the, for your breaks and such. But you hear here, I work at a government facility. That's what you hear when it's break time, when it's lunchtime, when it's recess or what have you. You hear, that. Well, anyway. Yeah. Me, goodness gracious. It's gonna be okay. I have faith that all is well. Paul Revere. It's 9 o'clock and all is well. I love you. And we're gonna get through this repression, trauma repression. We're gonna find the gold in the trauma, and it's gonna be beautiful because things are gonna get better. They can only go up from here. Not to say that they couldn't possibly get worse, but we're not gonna let them because we found our gold. We're millionaires at this point. There's no value, really. It's priceless. You're priceless. You are loved. I love you. You're worthy. You're good enough. You're perfect, even through your flaws. Even with the flaws that you may have, you're still perfection. There's still gold there. There's still, it's all happening, man. Almost famous. All right, love you.